Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. I said I wasn't going to do it, and here I am not doing it, right? Okay, I am going to do it. I said when I was going through the reveals for Hearthstone that I probably wasn't going to play this season. I felt a bit burnt out in Hearthstone. I've played it for so many years, right? And it's just got to a point now, I feel like I've seen kind of everything there is to offer in Hearthstone, and I didn't really like the direction they took for the year before. So I was ready to dust my hands off it and, get out of the rat race. And then I saw my favorite deck type, which is this mid-rangey Paladin deck, this Imbue Paladin list, where you've got dragons, and dragons are so cool. You've got a button shuffling, cast when drawn dragons into your deck. You get some value from that as well. It just looked so beautiful. It's also in Paladin. Paladin's not one of the great control classes, so you really have to gear this towards a more mid-range thing. I can be somewhat aggressive. I can play a lot of stuff out early. Also, I can be a little bit more control-orientated, so I just love it. I love being able to be in this catch situation where I can potentially beat some of the control decks, and I can beat some of the aggro decks, and I can, be my own little mid-rangey deck and beat them as well. So, I ended up if you want to know the lore of what happened, I've actually not bought any of the bundles for this set. In fact, I've put no money into this set so far. I crunched a Zorthos signature to basically build this deck. I did have a few packs and got somewhat fortunate with some of the unlocks. And then actually, since then, I've refined the deck list a little bit down and got a bit unfortunate because it turned out the legendaries I unlocked, which were Shaladra and Asherbane. Shaladra I originally had my deck list for this deck, but I took it out because I don't think it's actually good enough to get into this list, unfortunately. So I ended up basically only crafting Ursine Maul, which is fine. All the other cards are basically cards from the past, and actually some of the new cards in this deck, they're not too rare. Renewing Flames was a common card, I had 2 of those. Ursine Maul I also got lucky with, I got 2 of those as well in my 13 packs or something unlocked. And then again, the Imbue cards are commons. I did have to craft a Dreamwarden as well, but yeah, basically crafted most of this deck, because a lot of it is commons and uncommons, through dusting a signature. That is fine for me, just to play a bit of this set, and live the dream and hope for this dragony, imbue button Paladin deck cuts the mustard. So what is the plan of this deck? The plan of this deck is to keep imbuing your button. Same with all the imbue decks. And your button shuffles bigger and bigger dragons into your deck that are cast when drawn. So I can kind of go along 2 different lines here. I can be fairly aggressive. Aggressive maybe not the right word, but I can play tempo orientated. I can toss out stuff like, Giftwrapped Whelp ideally as a 1-mana 3/2. I can then potentially pull that into a Netherspite Historian, which generates me another dragon and is a 2/3. And if I can weave a button press into this at some point, I can play Dreamwarden on 4. And Dreamwarden on 4 is a seriously scary play. And yeah, in some decks, that literally just breaks their back. Now, in the slower and slower decks, then I can start just imbuing my button to insane degrees, so that I'm sort of generating tons and tons of dragons when I draw cards. And that can be a big, big board fill, which is very powerful. There's then some other additions to the deck. Malone firstly is in here because an insane card for value. I probably will imbue my button 4 times before 8. Ursul's in here to cast Renewing Flames because doing 10 damage every turn is pretty spicy. And actually, if I don't have Renewing Flames in my hand, there is a potential this could cast something like the Gorgonzormu cheese instead, which is also a pretty reasonable play. And even if you fail at that, I think hitting the 1-drops with Ursul, not necessarily the worst thing, especially the Dragonscale Armaments that make give you ginormous dragons from it. So I really like that potential idea. The other big things, you may have noticed, there's some slightly weird cards in this deck, even for the modern day slightly less powerful deck. I have Loyal Librarian in the deck, and I've got Anachronos in the deck. Anachronos is partially in here because I wanted to get a certain number of dragons in the package, so I could run Giftwrapped Whelp and Netherspite Historian. And actually, Netherspite Historian in the deck is really here to get Anachronos, ideally. You might be asking why I've got Anachronos in the deck. Well, the early frontrunner for the best deck out there, and I wish I kind of stuck with my guns when I did star ratings, is actually the Armored Demon Hunter package. I thought it was slotting around tier 2, tier 1 range. I nearly gave them 5 stars, and I thought, you know what? Maybe some decks can deal with this. There is silence in the game, so surely the silence classes just deal with this. And yeah, you need silence versus it, because that deck is so disgusting right now, with the amount of armor it can gain and the amount of minions you can put on the board. My only real answer to this is either Loyal Librarian, one of the Arcanite Defense Crystals, which slows that deck down considerably, unless I get, unfortunately, have 2 in hand. Or I Anachronos and just send that problem into the future and try and generate a big board. The actual dream is I play Anachronos and then play that into something like a Dragonscale Armaments, draw some spells in my deck, which will then summon, ideally, dragons, and just generate a huge board that the Demon Hunter then can't respond to. They do have some controlled cards in that deck, like they have Ceaseless Expanse, which I've also got in my deck. I think they run Zilex as well, so it's not quite that simple. But we have that opportunity to potentially beat those decks. And then the other deck I've seen that seems to be doing quite well right now is the Hero Power Druid deck. And I think I can get under that deck sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I can get under that deck. There's then a few cards in this list which are really kind of pack fillery, and maybe over time we will cut and refine this list. The big ones are stuff like Griftah. Griftah's in here for potentially steal a guy or just generate me some sort of value card. Redscale Dragontamer's in here to try and get dragons into my hand so that maybe the Netherspite Historian can proc, and the Giftwrapped Whelp will proc as well. I've also been really, like I said, refined on the dragons I've put in this list, because I really want to pull dragons like Goldpetal Drake out for the big Imbue hits. Also the Dreamwardens, very powerful, and also Anachronos if I'm going up against the Demon Hunter. They're like the type of dragons I want to put, so I wanted to put very few other dragons in there that don't meet these like key component card packages. I felt like, I at one point I think I only had 5 dragons in this deck. I felt you have to have around 6-ish. So I ended up slotting Gorgonzormu into the deck and the Giftwrapped Whelps as well to fill out that package. But I love the idea of this deck. It's really cool, and I'm hoping we can do some great things with it. And as I said, normally in previous seasons I bounce around from deck to deck to deck. Let's play a more free-to-play model, right? I've basically dusted everything I didn't want into this deck, and we'll just try and refine this maybe over the course of the set and make it as good as it possibly can be. Put some tech cards in for really annoying matchups. That type of deal. Firstly, I already know there's a lot of 4-drops in this deck, but I don't know. I didn't really think I had anything to do about it, but maybe over time we'll refine these lists. Actually, one very funny thing that is also happening right now in the game, I've seen a few people running Bayfin Bodybuilder for anti-Demon Hunter deck. I don't think it's as good in this deck, but some control decks are literally putting this in the deck, using control cards to kill the cards that generate more starships, and then silencing and destroying it so they don't get to the starship. Very, very funny. Anyway, let's roll. So you can see already, I've played a few games, but I'm still around bronze 3. Other cards I had in this deck, by the way, I had... Oh, God, what's he called? A Good Explorer Comes Prepared. What's he called now? The Lifesteal Dragon. I had him briefly in my list, but I felt like he was a bit too slow. But I'm willing to put him back in again to try and maybe tutor for Anachronos if I really need it. Other things to add, I've actually not played against Warlock yet. Okay, this is kind of awkward on the timing, because I would love to... Alright, welcome back, Ursine. I'd love to push my imbued button before 4, because I've got it in my hand, but hey-ho. Alright, Zerg, it's going to be Location Warlock. Cool. Okay. I thought we were going to see some new stuff, but I guess we're not. Alright, okay, fair enough. There's new stuff. Actually, that's one of the things I would say about this set, and I think it goes to show how strong the year was with the Titans and stuff in the Festival of Legends. I've not seen too many decks which were just the same as the deck from the previous year, and that does happen on some rotations, right? But I think the last year's cards were like so weak by comparable to the year before that it really kind of killed every deck almost.
Sorry, boss.
Wow. That's alarming, potentially. Because I really don't want to play Ursine Maul. I guess I trade and just play it. It's still... I mean, I played a 4-mana 3/4, but I was going to lose the card anyway. And I assume my opponent's going to have the same issue, because they're a pretty big deck, I'm going to guess. Right, here comes the Zerg Rush. I guess they're going to keep the 2/5 on the board. Okay. Depending on what I draw, this might be okay. Well, that's not okay. After your hero attacks, so I believe this won't be temporary. I will be really upset if I'm wrong, but... Okay, I'm wrong. It's fine. I don't need Ceaseless. I don't need Ziliax. They're not important cards in this deck. I'll just get over the top of them with these. Actually, now that I think about it, after your hero attacks is before the death takes effect, so that makes sense. Either way, I didn't really have a better play. Well, I guess I did. I could have just played cards. I could have just played the cards. You know, it's like I never left. I'm just making misplays after misplays. Wow, it's full-on location Warlock. We have the Horizon's Edge, we have the Ultra's Cavern, the Spawning Pool, and there's a Giant Boy. That's kind of irrelevant, but it's at the same time somewhat nice. If I play another one, I'm going to get another Renewing Flames. I might get an Anachronos. Yeah, I should attack. I don't think I care about the 1/1. Anachronos would be great, thank you. I need to start pushing my button as often as possible right now. As the button value is how I'm going to have to win this game. Obviously next time I'm playing Anachronos, because I'm going to die otherwise.
Almost out of time.
There appears to be no signs of intelligent life here.
Okay, that thing got charged. Very cool. Let me... I actually shouldn't kill this off, because it'll cause board space issues, I think, going forwards.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
I'm hoping to burn off their big minions through them not having space and not paying attention to Anachronos. But don't worry about the health right now, it's fine. Ursul into Renewing Flames is going to be 10 health back. Lovely jubbly. And as long as they don't get charged on something with 8 attack, I'm okay. Horizons! Don't do it! Oh my god, I'm dead, aren't I? Wait, might not be dead. I need one to go here. I might live.
Rise.
I need these guys to not have 5 damage, right? Yes. Warlock, 5 damage to the face? Never. Definitely won't roll charge here. Can't play Kerrigan if they've got it. That I will be trading unless they trade into me. I think we can win this game. Actually, maybe we can't. It depends. Kill Giant is going to be really awkward if he's got that in the deck. Okay, well, I forgot that was going to happen. So currently you're dying. I don't have Malorn ready yet. Anachronos, please. I need to send him into the future. Might be good enough, actually. You know what? It's not going to be good enough at all. I take it back.
With my blessing.
Unless they can't get through the 1-1 taunt, it's not going to be good enough. And I need to imbue one more time for Malorn.
Here I come.
Yeah, okay, they had Kerrigan. I was going to say, he's almost certain they have Kerrigan at this point because they've drawn 4 Xur cards. That's fine. Honestly, it's my fault. If I didn't lose Ceaseless, I would have won this game. Well, I could have won this game. You might be asking as well why I've not got Quality Consecration in the deck, since it's a bit more control-orientated. I could have that combo. My original list did have that in it, but it's not good enough versus the Starship Demon Hunter. So it was kind of, why is this in the deck? Fellow Paladin Enjoyer. Yes, this is what I want. Let me beat my opponent in the mirror.
Glad you could make it.
Alright, look, Royal Librarian is probably going to have no use case here. So back in the deck you go. This is about as good as I can hope for. Well, not quite true. The dream actually is to get Aegis in your opening hand. It's like my only good one draw. Well, that's not true. Giftwrapped Whelp's also pretty good. Alright, there's a few better things I could get from the start. Default portrait as well. I'm a bit concerned. Either this is a complete scrub. Oh, Aegis. Either complete scrub, or they have, like, the most refined deck list I've ever seen. You know what? Origami me. Let's try it. Alright, it's a mirror. I feel like in the mirror... Actually, change the plans. I feel like in the mirror I need to be imbuing pretty rapidly. By the way, I did this so that Dreamwarden would get the buff. Wow, what a one drop. God damn it. Does that change my plans? I think it does.
Evil will be purged.
Assuming I don't draw a portal next turn, I can Dreamwarden to Dragonscale. And that'll be pretty good. Alright, that is our time to go. Good, you didn't draw a portal? Go time. Three... I'm going to save my weapon charge as well. It might matter in this matchup. There's only a 50-50 as well to get Ursine here. I would like to get Ursine currently, but... You know, I've actually got a lot of imbuing in hand. Maybe it's fine. Huge stealth and taunt, my favorite combo wombo.
The roots led.
Ah, this card I've not got in my deck. I do actually have a copy of it, but I decided it wasn't good enough for my list. But perhaps that would also be a better option. I will concede.
Follow the Flutterwing.
By the way, big balls play. Trade it. We get Ursine as well. Ursine plus Renewing Flames is just going to heal this all back up anyway. Oh, value. Value, value, value. We could try and Griftah it. Oh no, it's elusive. I couldn't Griftah it. Never mind. Completely not the play. Alright, let's get imbuing. Actually, I can't do that, can I? Alright, have a free dragon. It doesn't matter, you can have a free dragon. Another play I could try and set up, but I found it was really awkward to do stuff like this, is play the flames and the armaments so that I can use the Griftah thing on the Ursine. But it was too iffy. I tried to do stuff like this with Dragonscale, but I just could never make it work. My hand always got a bit too full. Alright, Malorne is ready. Oh, they do have Consecration in their deck, so they've probably got quality as well. But they might actually have more board players than me. I think we just end Ursine. Yep.
Rise.
10 health, baby. And kind of threatening to my opponent as well. They might do the same thing. I really need to start cranking this button, though. I need to get way more portals in my deck. They've got 3, I've got 4, so we're actually kind of winning that matchup of weaving portals into the deck. Where are yours at? 5 as well. Okay. Another big dream of this deck, actually, and we've already missed it, but it's completely random. If you can get to 3-cost dragons, you can sometimes roll a Goldpetal Drake. I think it's like 1 in 6. It's so good when you hit it. Wow, Flash of Light. Full old-school control deck. Also, that was in their deck. So this is like a full dragon deck. Alright. I'll draw all my dragons. I don't mind. That's fine. I don't think I cared about this that much. And I'm going to make a trade here. They might heal this back off, but My hand's about to get full of dragons when these things die. Also, the maths on that works better. I would have done it regardless. Now, the new question is, do you have Ceaseless or do you have a Quality Consecration? You have Anachronos. Okay. That's fine. So I need to be aware there's a ginormous board coming back for me. Do I Anachronos there, Anachronos? It's tempted. If I push the button, then I kind of have to Anachronos, but I'd rather not. I think I'll use this as a Ziliax. Ah, I was hoping for a portal. That's okay. You know what? I never even considered getting the kill with that. I probably should have done. Alright, same thing happening. Poor and Kiliax. Very Kiliaxy now. Wow, you getting the buff was kind of troll though. In fact, you got 2 buffs. God damn it, Origami. You schmuck. Anyway, push the button whenever you can.
Follow the Flutterwing.
You know what? Hit me if you want. Forgot about that. It's fine. I lose 1 dragon, I lost a whelp. Generated chill more. Yikes. Do I just Anachronos this? I don't think I do.
What would Uther do?
Okay. Stop with the portals! I did that very intentionally, by the way, to not put more portals in case I just overdrew the portals. Still, unless you've got a Quality Consecration, it's a pretty good board. There is no dragon in the deck right now. Yeah, no dragon in the deck, so this thing won't draw me anything. That's fine. I don't care anymore.
Another realm awaits.
9 drops. I was gonna say, Sleepy Dragon's a 9 drop. The big taunt wall. Okay, no Quality Consecration. They've used both Consecrations. Elusive, really?
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
That's fine, I can ignore that. Well, this is never going to get better, is it? The silence.
fixes, please.
I should do that because this would trade. Okay, the tracker's not working. They have more portals in the deck. Or it went faster than I could see it. You can't. I mean, with Taunt is in the way. There's Malorn. What would be a bad roll for Malorn? I'm actually not sure. Ursoc, maybe? That is not a bad roll. That's a great roll, actually. Because you're going to mill your deck. You've only got 2 cards left.
I'm almost out of cards.
Vacation Planning is in your deck. Okay.
Once upon a time.
Pretty good. Wait, do they have lethal? Hang on a second. I think I'm fine. It's just, I don't leave 30 damage on the board versus them. That's fine. So they've got 2 qualities in hand, I think. My guess is, sorry, there's an equality in hand. My guess is a quality Ceaseless is in there somewhere. They've used their Anachronos. Dreamweaver, okay. I'm fine with them making the trades as well.
I'm almost out of cards.
All are nourished when the cycle renews. All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Anachronos time?
Thorn in your side.
Twist.
Or I can Ceaseless. I think we just Anachronos this.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
By the way, my deck is 7 portals. So I'm astonished I didn't draw one in the last turn, but hey-ho, it's fine. They've probably also got Renewing Flames in the deck, so I actually have to be a little bit careful of 10 damage to the face. I have lethal right now if you don't play anything.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
That's not quite lethal. No, it is lethal.
Well played. I have no master.
Well, this could actually be super turbo lethal, but
The victory is yours.
I wasn't going to risk it. I would have traded the 8-1 in and played Ceaseless, killed the board, played this, and as soon as they drew a card, they'd lose. But honestly, I feel like that was actually a great showing of why I don't have a Quality Consecration in my deck. Instead, I put a bit more value in my deck, and the extra value got me over the hump. Okay, I've not played a Warrior either so far. I mean, to be fair, I've only played like 5 games off camera. And 2 of them were versus Priest, bizarrely. Priest, not very good. Just gonna throw it out there. Assuming this is Taunt Warrior, it could be Dragon Warrior to be fair, but either way, Anachronos is gonna be quite an important card again, I think, which is funny because I just put it back into my deck. But I don't think I need to worry about it for a little bit. If the chemicals spill like Tortola, then what can you do? I guess we can silence it, is one of the things I could try and do, but...
How fare you? Hail and well met.
My favourite, a 1-mana 1/1 with Taunt. It's actually not a bad curve either, though. Okay, it's Starship Warlock Warrior, fair enough. It's still the same brief. So my way of beating this deck is the same as my way of beating the Demon Hunter deck. By which I mean we're going to lose probably, but I need Anachronos. Like a very well-timed Anachronos.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I also could do with putting on the pressure. Hence this play. I play 4 mana, 7/7 in stats. I end my turn, 5/6 of which I've Taunt. Silence Lord, it would be an unreal time for you to show up. I thought it was. Well, I could wait, but he's going to just trade it into me. So, I think it's go time. We just start racing him.
Evil will be
It's one of the shitty things right now with the Arcanite Defense Crystal being so prevalent in the meta. The game sort of becomes, do you draw it early? If you do, you kind of win the game. And also the problem with Paladin, I've not got many good ways to get around it. It's really... Anachronos and Royal Librarian were like my 2 big ways. Next. Thank you.
Once upon a time.
Gorgonzormu is in my deck, so I'll treat that as Gorgonzormu is a good choice.
will be purged.
I'm not even sure Malone can do anything for me either, is the sad thing. Part of my theory as well, when I had Shalatrasil originally in my deck list, was that I could use the Corrupted Dream card to bounce it into their deck and then not worry about it for some time. But invariably they draw it, and then, you know, sadness happens. Again, Silence would go crazy. God damn it, they high rolled the hit. Well, I think it's time to be sad. No, what it's time for is put a portal in the deck and get lucky with dragons.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Not lucky with dragons.
Hey, I got you, friend.
I'm going to overdraw, by the way. I've accepted it. I've got Anachronos. So I've got that going for me, but... That's about it. Please don't have cube. That's fine. If I was going to lose a card, I'm okay with this. So don't just put that into the future. I guess so. Yep, future time. Hopefully they misplay and fill the board up and they lose the starships that way, but I think it's more likely I'm going to fill my board up. I actually misplayed this game again. I shouldn't have played the draw cards because I should play it after I played Anachronos. But my opponent has drawn every single starship piece that he could possibly wish for. It's like the dream opening.
Rise and let balance be restored.
I'm going to run out of value.
All forms of life will be crushed. Planetary decimation.
Malorn into Miracle. Malorn could give me something that steals a card.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons.
Ursoc.
With my blessing. Corruption consumes.
Here twice. Ursoc, you schmuck. You hit the wrong guys. Okay. Can I spell burst you? I cannot. Because why would I be able to spell burst in this deck? Actually, I guess I can. I could do it with Griftah. Alright. Griftah into steal a guy.
I could. Planetary decimation.
Commencing bombardment.
Hold. Hold. I need to remember they've got steal a guy at 1 attack as well, which they fairly can't hit the Ziliax with it, but they could hit something else like it. Alright, fair enough. Oh, they're gonna burn my Imbue? Sure. Wait! Oh yeah, that just fizzles because the game wasn't designed well. I think neutral classes should have an Imbue. It should be a neutral Imbue.
There's always room for dessert.
Honestly, my deck is garbage. That's fine. Netherspite may have been the best card in my deck. As sad as that is. Speaking of as sad as that is, this trade is horrible, because that's going to kill my guy. So, I'm going to lose to 4-2 whatever happens. Yep.
Ruination. You won't find spiders magically aged seeds. You won't find spiders magically aged seeds.
Right, let's get cheesy. This cheese is going to send me to the moon.
8 combatants enter.
Wow, okay. Bob, kind of shit now because you can't steal guys. It could freeze me, though. Oh, he could also get 2 copies of the Yamato thing, or what? Not Yamato, the Arcanite Defense Crystal. Or Hydration Station. Wait, is it a minion? It's a minion, right? Yeah, minion. That's fine. Kind of. I'd rather not hit you with my face, but I'm going to.
Take it cheesy. Will be purged. Another realm awaits.
Get him, dragons. Look at all these 5-cost dragons, the quality of them. Actually, Starscale Constellation's pretty spooky. I feel like my opponent has not gone greedy enough. I feel like they should have been running, like, and maybe they are in the deck, stuff like Carnivorous Cubicle to get even more Starship pieces. I guess I'm saying this until Big Jim shows up, because I'm going to assume Big Jim's in the deck, which is kind of why I need to save this guy. You know what I've also fucked up on, I've just realised? I needed to hold a dragon for this. I have got one more in my deck, but it's not great. Speaking of not great, my life orbs are going to be crazy now. No? What have you got? Lifesteal, okay.
Raven online.
A recurring dream. A recurring dream.
God damn me. I'm not putting dragons in my fucking... Oh, losing all my dragons, I guess. Using and losing. Wind Fury?
Battle cruiser operation.
Not Wind Fury.
By petal and sword.
Maybe wanting to push the button there as well now that I think about it. I actually miscounted mana. I thought I had 2 left.
All forms of life will be crushed. All forms of life.
Alright, Bob found this. Fair enough. That's okay. I'll get 9-cost dragons and then we win.
By petal and sword. Follow the Flutterwing.
Bit risky when I've only got 1 card in my deck, but here we go. Are you at 9 now? 8. Maybe 8's actually better. Maybe I should be taking more offensive dragons, because I think I'm going to lose the long game. Because surely Jim's in his deck.
Stop and smell the flowers.
I'm ready to plunder cards.
My other OG list of this, by the way, had Kil'jaeden in the deck, but I came to the conclusion it's a bit anti-synergistic, right? Because you wouldn't play Kil'jaeden until you literally run out of deck entirely, but... Maybe. The other unfortunate thing about Kil'jaeden was it would get hit by Ursine Maul quite a lot. How did you miss every portal? How? How am I this unlucky?
Once upon a time.
Alright, let's do it with cheese. There is a reason to push the button. It's pretty minor, though.
You won't find magically aged
I need my opponent to misplay. I need to make them recognize that if they clear my board, only bigger things are coming back. And sadly, I can't abuse that either. Oh no, I can! Maybe he won't do it. Maybe he won't realise. Because I didn't. I forgot it's got +1/+1, right? Because of the removal of reward. No, he's trading intelligently. Don't do that. I say trading intelligently. The optimal play, I think, was not trade. Yeah, I thought Kill Jaiden may have been coming. Okay, we could potentially outvalue Kill Jaiden.
My time runs out.
I need Big Jim to not be in the deck. Alright, maybe 8-cost dragons is the sweet spot.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Cards.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance. On me! On me!
Battle cruiser operation.
Win and
Wow.
live, or lose and die.
Okay. I'm not super upset by this.
Online.
Is Big Jim in your deck? Is the big question.
All before the ends, damn it!
I think I wait for this to go to 10.
I'm almost out of cards.
And try and get Super Dragon 5 million to save me.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Wait, this is the best opportunity I've got for using this.
Inside voices, please.
I can't get to Imbue 10. I'm just trying to decide whether or not my Imbue is better here or not. I'm actually going to try. I think the 9s are a lot of 4/12s and stuff. A lot of health on the board. But I need to put some pressure on, because Kill Jaiden will kill me eventually. There goes Ceaseless.
And I will bring destruction.
Probably my Ceaseless in response.
I'm almost out of cards.
Actually, I don't think it is. I can't afford to.
Perfection. Insignificant.
Destruction.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Cool, good 5-drop. My favorite 5-drop.
Let's make it count.
Yeah, Jim's in the deck. I knew it was. I still think that list wasn't greedy enough, but I think they're going to get me. Kind of need a miracle on this.
You want a piece of me, boy? Who dares summon me?
And I lose. Because they generate fucking Doom Guard. I mean, I was dead anyway, but I would have at least liked to see what was in this. Alright, send the delicious cheese. Sadly, that's not good enough. It's funny, but it's not good enough.
My duty fulfilled.
I also didn't get the attacking dragons, which I was hoping for. It was irrelevant, though. Wow.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'm almost out of cards.
Attack! Error attack!
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Feels bad. I actually think I misplayed that. I think I can win that matchup, it's just... I don't know, maybe I can't. Maybe I literally can't. If I got the silence really early, I probably could have done it, but I didn't get it. Also, I think if I'd saved the Dragonscale Armaments for after I use Anachronos, I think I need to actually do that. Otherwise, I can't put enough tempo on. All this being said and good, you know, that versus the Demon Hunter variant, the Warriors like got so many more control options. It might even be correct to just put double Loyal Librarian in the deck.
Versus Hoxie.
Maybe Gorgonzormu is actually garbage at 4, but he's a dragon.
For Lordaeron.
Perhaps Redscale's garbage, I don't know. Now, one of the decks I have been beating off camera, or I beat like twice off camera as well, is Blood Death Knight, and I believe that's like the second or the third best deck right now by metrics. I seem to have a decent matchup into it. I assume it's because I summon a bunch of guys, and it seems to be the big weakness of Death Knight is you just summon a bunch of guys. Actually, I will do that.
Sever my wrath!
Wow, okay. Got the double on this. Good opening. I need to start pushing my button fairly soon, because I think my button is the thing that will take me to the promised lands. As soon as I get to the point, wow, that... What is this play? As soon as I get to the point where this is reliably summoning dragons every turn, then the leeches have issues.
Once upon a time.
Actually, this is better than Anachronos in this situation. I'm also not sure I want to trade into this 1/1. No, I don't. They'll do it for me. Wow, did not expect that. It's Starship Death Knight. Silence card, please. It turns out I need an Anachronos as well. That's very funny. Okay. If I let this stay on the board, it's not the end of the world. I can silence it later. God damn you.
My petal and sword.
Okay, it's not a terrible dragon. Certainly not my favorite idea of a dragon. So how are they going to go, like, crazy with the Arcanite Defense Crystal is my question. Because a lot of their Death Rattle cards got removed from the game. No? Like, Death Growl's not in the game anymore. Sure. That could be pretty big if I steal this.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could!
Operational.
Wait, I've got... Oh, actually, I have better Death Rattles. Never mind. I take it back.
Job's done.
Cool 4-drop dragon, by the way. Thanks, Gabe. That's better. I only get the best dragons in the 5 and the 4 cost department. So this thing now can't spell burst itself. They might be able to get it set up later, but if they have it in hand, then, you know, what can you do? They could have also used that to steal this back if I ever played it, but I guess they came to the decision I wasn't ever going to do that. And the leech is going to eat a dragon. Who would win? One little bloated boy or a fucking dragon? Anyway.
Once upon a time.
I'll take Primordial here, actually, because of the leeches.
Relax your mind.
Many from one.
Get one full price!
Job's done.
I'm only getting the best cards. And to be fair, it's, I guess, a decent 1-drop, but at this stage in the game, I could do without the damage. I feel like we're good right now. My opponent seems to be running out of stuff. Alright. That's probably the best play. Hello?
Feeling stress.
I'm doing this very intentionally, by the way, to play around the leeches, namely the leeches that have 3 damage in them. I didn't want Griftah to be able to take him down by it. And now this is like nightmare fuel for my opponents. They have to play minions, otherwise this is going to kill them.
My blood for the Lich King.
And they're probably going to have to summon this out. And if we can get silence, then we just win the game.
You defile the dead. Soon you will join them.
Also, not a problem with my deck, actually. Sure, you've burnt all of my, you know, portals. I don't care. You're now just going to get me to my super good cards faster, and I can put the portals back in the deck. Who cares? Legitimately, who cares? Also, you're dead.
With my blessing.
Probably wanted to launch your starship there, buddy. 2 and 2. And out of bronze. Huge. Let's go. Another card for my free-to-play type experience, which isn't truly free-to-play since I, you know, had dust to start with. Anyway, YouTube, I'm just going to pause for a second. I need to use the bathroom. Alright, sorry YouTube, I'm back. I've also made a very small substitution to the deck. I've dropped a copy of Ursine Maul because it doesn't seem like I need to draw that much. It is a nice card to get to set up Ursol or to get Ceaseless Expanse and that type of thing, but I often end up holding one to the end of the game, and I feel like I really need the silence versus those Starship decks. So I put a second copy of Royal Librarian in the deck. Let's keep rolling. I don't remember if I said this to you guys, YouTube, or just to Twitch. I think I said it to you as well, YouTube. This deck is sitting around 48% win rate right now. We're 2 and 2, so he's suggesting this is like a 50-50 type of deck. I don't think this is the best list either. I think we could come back and like improve it a little bit. The Redscale Dragontamers actually aren't doing too much either, I think.
Versus Rexxar!
I hear the call of the wild.
For Lordaeron!
That being said, we may be holding one. I'd love to draw a dragon with that Whelp. We've not actually led with Whelp yet. Okay, Anachronos. Perfect. I've also not played against Hunter yet. There's a decent chance this is just Discover Hunter, in my opinion. But I believe one of the other ways around this, like, insanely annoying fucking massive armor generating starship decks is to try and imbue a huge plush, sorry. So perhaps that is going to be the grand plan.
Once upon a time.
Anachronos times 2. Do I make the trade? Yeah, I do. Nah, maybe I didn't need to. I'm actually not sure. We've not really played against so much Hunter. Okay, so there is a Discover package in there, at least tiny bit. I assume because Scarab Keychain's in the deck. Good to know. I don't love this play either, but I need my button to be imbued as quickly as possible. I can push button Dragontamer next turn. It's not great, but
Follow the Flutterwing.
I feel like I can outvalue my opponent, but I need to be a bit careful of Assume King plush.
Another realm awaits. Starting the operation.
Nice. I got 301 stat line because of you. Thank you.
Follow the Flutterwing.
I could do this again. Or I could not. That's lucky.
Follow the
patch you up.
Insane. I traded a Librarian for a Librarian. Holy shit, that's actually scary now.
Druids of Azeroth.
Okay, Malone taking most of the hits is actually pretty good for me.
Connect to those unseen.
Ha! We're about to break them down.
By petal and sword.
Oh my god, and they copied all the Imbue cards. Oh my god! What is this? Getting trolled by the game.
Mistakes of the past.
Alright, see you later. That's going to imply they didn't get Ursine, but maybe they didn't. They got my Malone. Oh my god. This Malone has been insane value. Again, though, they hit Malone with some of their buffs. It's not the end of the world. Do I Anachronos this one as well? Back to the Future?
Mistakes of the past. Rewritten.
Just keep sending them away. Cesus is nearly online, don't worry. Uh-oh. You know what? I didn't consider sing-along in this deck. I don't know why, but... I guess it's because I don't get immediate value, right? Holy shit, they just generated the answers. Ursul's not even that good here. I kind of need Sing-Along to die. Do I double silence?
What would Uther do?
Fuck it, I think I just have to leave it.
What would Uther do?
Or I silence this guy, but it's still a lot of damage, yeah. I think I'm fucked, because they're probably giving the buffing a flush right now. That Asher main has just won them the game. Because I needed again to use Anachronos to, like, leverage a big swing turn, but it got traded twice by 10 damage and lifesteal. Were you generated by the way? No, you're in the deck. Yeah. There's Blush. Nah, it is what it is. They copy my Malone and all my other good cards, and then beat me with my cards. All that goes to show is my deck's good, right? Another Death Knight.
You will know endless toil.
Okay, I like to most of the degree the opening. I think I'll keep this. Decent 2, 3, 4. Again, I'd love to grab the Aegis for the opening or the Whelp for the open, but we'll try and top deck him. At some point as well, I might want to take a look at and see what is the best breakpoint for dragons. Because if I do all the imbues in my deck, I believe I can get to 10, which seems pretty good. But perhaps there's like a better breakpoint at like 7 or something instead, in which case I could drop some Flutterwing Guardians, because I think they're a bit weaker than some of the other cards.
Once upon a time.
Also, I think the Dragontamers could go at this point. I'll take another Anachronos. Somewhat tempted to grab Gorgonzormu, but I've already got one in hand. And I have so many 4-drops in this deck, it's actually kind of crazy.
Job done.
Nightmares.
Wow. Okay. I think we'll maul this. Yep, let's maul it.
Evil will be purged. Job done.
I'm going to assume again this is Blood Death Knight, because I think Blood Death Knight does run Xavius in the deck. So it's double blood, single, and holy.
By petal and sword.
And I think this is going to be a matchup where I save my weapon charge as well. I can kind of become a pseudo-control deck, right?
Inside voices, please.
Wow. Snap. We have the same idea. So I can't imbue to 10 anymore. But that's fine. I'm just going to keep smoking your opponent. I hope you're aware of that.
Follow the Flutterwing.
Evil will be purged.
Thorn in your side.
Interesting hand currently because Aegis of Light's my biggest card. So if I Ursine, I'm going to hit that. Is that good enough for me? Oh, I could get it to hit the cheese. Hang on a minute. Gorgonzormu Ursine combo? Perhaps. Also, perhaps, I might have to silence this. Because I can only kill one of them.
Inside voices, please.
Job done.
By the way, 3's a good break-off point because I'm trying to get another Goldpetal Drake for another imbue trigger. If we don't get it, we don't get it. And it looks like we're not going to get it because I might have to do something else. Do I do Ursine into Giga Imbue? Is this the new game plan?
What would Uther do?
Fuck it. We ball. Although, I could do that instead. That's probably a better idea.
No, take backs.
Rise, and let balance be restored.
So currently these two guys are dying, which is pretty unfortunate for me. Unless I trade one.
Act now.
Which I think is going to be the plan. I trade one, then this and this will die. This will stay on the board. It is what it is. He sucks up 1 health from one of my minions, so be it. Or my face. Fine. Heal off my face if you want to.
Stand and fight.
Yeah, okay. Going off my face. But he has to deal with this aura now for like 2 more turns, and it's going to be pretty nasty. That's all I'm saying.
By petal and sword.
There's more leeches. That's fine. They're going to get sucked up at the very least. 4 leeches? That's fine. You're going to eat my minions? I don't care. Another reason, by the way, I had Consecration in my original list with Equality. This deck, I kind of thought of like why you should have Consecration in it, because it kills the leeches so efficiently, but I came to the conclusion it actually wasn't that big a deal to have Consecration. It's pretty spooky, but it's not unbelievably giga spooky. That being said, dragons.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons. Our courage will not wane. We are
Huge 18 damage Goldrin. Nice for fights for showing up. Keep killing leeches. Stomp on them, Paladin. It's so funny as well, I take out 1 copy of the weapon, and then suddenly my draw doesn't look quite as good anymore. Maybe that's not the card I removed for the other Royal Librarian. Maybe 1 is actually fine. Maybe I'm wrong. You have double Ziliax. An interesting idea. I don't know why I didn't consider double Ziliax. Alright, there's 8 portals in the deck. Eventually I'm going to find some of these portals. And then you're going to be sorry, buddy.
I never make 2 trips. I never make 2 trips. I never make 2 trips.
Cool.
The citadel stands strong.
Here come the portals. Zarimi, huge thanks. A dragon that's going to fill up my board with more dragons. Sure, Zarimi again.
Let's give you some extra time.
Okay.
Once upon a time.
More cheese? Why not?
insignificant. You won't find a magically aged cheese.
And my opponent has to clear at least, like, a board space, if not 2, to get to my face. So I'm assuming I'm going to be okay with my portals and they won't overfill my board. I'm also going to assume that opponent's got Kill Giant in their deck somewhere. So I could kind of deal with killing them sooner rather than later. 8 hands does not bother me. You've just removed, like, all the portals from my deck. I'll just put them back in my deck. Don't worry about it. Effectively, you've played 8 mana 8/8. And maybe killed some cards in your deck as well, which probably were better than mine.
Take your time.
Nearly misplayed. Order.
Another realm awaits.
5 more minutes.
Alright, well there are the 2 portals, I guess.
Take your time.
Also, what are you doing? You don't have board space for this, you dummy. Alright, I missed out on a dragon, because I'm stupid. And that might matter.
This isn't real metal.
Does my opponent have another corpse explosion, do we think? Time to find out. Don't draw both portals, by the way. I'm the unluckiest person in this game. Alright, we missed out on another dragon, so that won't punish me. To be fair, if I go any longer, I'm going to lose. They've certainly got Kill Giant in that deck.
Corruption consumes all.
Nearly the perfect order.
Time is short. I must report.
I'm out of cards.
I actually don't know what the game plan is here. I think lose is the game plan.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Kill Giant is kind of funny. Actually, your son there is also kind of funny. Actually, this is all quite funny.
I could.
Has to be this one. I was actually hoping to get legendary minions.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
That's thankfully a minion.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Hangs in the balance.
Well, goodbye, board. Actually, maybe not goodbye, board. That into that. Then I would just leave the 10-10 up. They have a dragon in their hand. It's crazy.
Mistakes of the past rewritten.
Okay, I'm gonna say, not great. Sorry, great, but not great. It kind of averages out. I think I'm okay with this, but... welcome back, Origami Frog, my favorite 5-drop.
All are nourished when the cycle renews.
Oh, they have Ysera in the deck, of course they do. Ranger Gilly's gonna carry. Look at these crocolisks. Okay.
Drake Eater.
Which path? This time!
Act now!
These are due back tomorrow.
Almost out of cards.
Fuck, that was a misplay. That was stupid. I just wanted to make sure my board was as big as possible, but I should have taken the fucking dormant dragons back. They were okay. I wanted to put more pressure on, but I think it was just like, I took one more fatigue damage to do it. It's not really worth it. He's at 44. It's not like I've got him on death's door. Unless he's been corrupted. Okay, that'll be Dane. Man, first time I've lost against this deck. I think I horribly misplayed this, though.
This isn't real metal.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
I mean, it's lethal on board, right? Because they have 5 to all.
Inside voices, please. These are due back tomorrow.
Almost out of cards hangs in the balance.
These are due back tomorrow.
Copper play. The battle is over. You win.
I don't think it was a dragon that saved me there. Like, is there a Rush Lifesteal 8-cost dragon? Because I need it. I put Kill Giants in this deck. I'm actually considering it. Considering, like, as well, it's so unbelievably anti-synergistic because it destroys your deck, which is kind of what the button is, right? I kind of just turn the imbue button off completely. It feels super shit to do that, but perhaps it's the right play. Alright, Dragontamer, I'm dropping you this time, buddy. Start learning Chinese, and... what is the play here? I think Lumia is kind of cap as well. Do I just go back with another Ursine Maul? You know what, Ursine? I apologize. You're a great card. I'm sorry I doubted you. And what's funny is I put two Royal Librarians in my deck as tech cards, and I've not gone up against the deck that requires the tech cards, or I've gone up against them and never drawn one. So far the Royal Librarians have been basically worthless. And unfortunately, all this teching out to be like a more value-orientated deck, or at least can beat the Demon Hunters, actually means I'm way worse versus this guy. So we might lose this game just because I've made myself slower. If we're going to beat this matchup, I need to be aggressive. I have to pretend that I'm the aggro deck. I really would love to draw a 1-drop. I would love to draw a dragon with my 1-drop, I guess to be more specific. Irrespective, I'm probably playing it, because I can't afford to take turn 1 off. Yep, okay, play 1 mana, 2-1. It's okay, that's fine. At least they didn't play a bunch of spells again. Okay, hang on a minute. It's looking better now. The 1 play was bad. But now on 3, I can play 2 of these and 1 of these, and then we become a bit more aggressive. Hopefully that'd be 4-4, we don't draw the other one. If we top deck the other portal, then big womp womp. Unironically, it might be game losing if that happens. I need to get this as a 5, 6, and 4. Again, it's a match I've done off camera, and one of the times I got absolutely destroyed, and the other time I absolutely destroyed them. It really has to be me being aggressive. I have to curve pretty aggressively. As soon as that button becomes like summon 6/6, I won't be able to win anymore. It'll just outvalue me.
Time goes short.
As nice as, big dragons are, the minion being on the board immediately is actually pretty powerful as an effect. Especially if Singalong is in there somewhere. And I'm going to assume Singalong is in there somewhere.
Thorn in your side.
Welcome back, 1 mana 2-1. Nice to see you again. Okay, I can't draw my other portal on by 4, aka next turn. Otherwise, big sadness happens. Oh my god. It's all discounting spells that play discounted spells. What are you at already? 2 2s. I mean, that's already getting a bit spooky. I know it's the first Imbue stage, or the second Imbue stage, but still. It's like the double Paladin button. I like the Paladin button. It's a good button. Okay, just play around Druid's weakness. Just go wide. As wide as one can go. Four turns, they've done nothing.
Another realm awaits.
Welcome back, my 1 mana 2-1. Look how happy he is. The whole family's here.
Must have slept in.
Here comes the paid. I I have to pretend that I'm the aggro deck to win this.
The portal calls.
I'm going to take an intermediate approach. I nearly swung with everything, but... Swipe's still in standard, right? I don't know if they're in that deck, but it had done, like, serious work to my board.
The Vindicators will never be broken.
Cool. Very cool. Holy shit, I've got a dragon in my hand. Excuse me.
Evil will be purged.
Thorn in your side.
I'm gonna lose. I took too long. I could do with getting Ursine to stabilize me, but it's not gonna happen. What are we at? Okay, we should imbue again. Can I imbue again? I can imbue again. And Malorne next turn.
Follow the Flutterwing.
Three, 6, 9. Not gonna lie, I forgot that was gonna draw me a card. Okay. Alright, what's the worst that Mr. Vista can do to me? It's fine, I'll just kill you before Mr. Vista comes off. Cool. Spells that cast spells. Are you gonna have spells that discount spells now? Imagine top decking Ursine, or actually Ziliax. Ziliax would also be fine. Then Ursine the flames, and hopefully that's enough pressure to take me over the line.
Time grows short.
Spells that generate discounted spells. At the very least, he didn't push the button. Alright, let's embrace the value off, I think, because we're going to have to. As sad as this is. Could put up a bit of a wall of taunts.
Find me in the dream.
Taunt wall, go! 3, 6, 8. You know what? YOLO. Save the minion. Take the damage to the face. I'll take a Ziliax as well. All I need to do now is trick them into making a ginormous golem, put them down to 10, and then kill them with Renewing Flames. That's the new win condition. Ah, 5 armor. I mean, you with taunt! Come on! To be fair, you give it taunt every time, but still. I mean, you with taunt. Oh my god. Ah, come on! Game, please. Have mercy.
Which chat, perfection, insignificant.
Many from one.
I'm actually going to keep this alive for a little bit longer. I kind of don't want to accidentally draw an Acorn. I think that would be not super cool. I forgot Word of Earth was going to go 8 times. Holy shit, they generated the Lynette, I'm going to lose. Draw your entire deck, please, and die.
My hand overflows.
They lost a Grow Shaper. I'm gonna die, but they lost Grow Shaper. Is it just surviving definitely now the win condition?
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream beckons. Forces of night.
Bye bye, little Acorn friends. Thank you for shuffling some detritus into my deck. I look forward to milling a dragon because of it.
A recurring dream.
Insignificant.
Goodbye, I think.
Mistakes of the past, rewritten.
Grow big and strong.
Put some draw cards in there, please. 5 mana kill a guy. I never thought I'd see the day. By the way, it's not a nature spell, buddy. That is, and I'm actually finding that you did that. But ironically, I want you to play that again, so I might intentionally not kill it. But that will cause you to mill a card. No, it won't. 3, 6, 8. Malone? I could steal this to try and put Renewing Flames in it, which is kind of a funny play. It won't work because I don't have the mana for it, but it's a funny idea. Maybe this is silence time. Yeah. Let me silence this thing.
By petal and thorn.
Minions come back next turn from Anachronos. I think I'm getting 3 back right. Please don't draw all my Acorns. I can tell it's going to happen, but please don't. Yeah, kill my guys. Cool, thanks. I may want to consider putting that in my deck as well. I deemed it not good enough, but perhaps it's fine. My opponent's doing what I wanted them to do and just filling their board so that Anachronos is going to ruin their day. Alright, how do I get around this? Griftah the Linessa. Is that the game plan? Steal Linessa? And then I don't know what to do beyond then. I mean, nothing happens actually now that I think about it. When did you get Product 9, by the way? Where's he come from?
What would Uther do?
I think it's Malone and Prey, but to be honest with you, I could kind of do with Ashermain from that. Alright, let's see what's in Malone.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of
Ursoc would be pretty good.
the dream beckons.
Ursol is also kind of an interesting idea. Alright, we'll go Ursol.
Rise, and let balance be restored. Insignificant.
And let Jesus take the wheel. Shalantra is going to be corruptive, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's corrupted. $11 button, by the way, and he's still not pushing it. What a Chad.
The roots lend their strength.
And yet, he still doesn't push that button. Like, no, don't need the button. If I double Ursol, does that work? I assume I get 2 auras, right? We're doing it, so let's see what happens.
Rise, and let balance be restored.
That's 20 damage a turn, by the way. But only for the next turn, 2 turns. It's still pretty disgusting, though. Especially when I've got Ceaseless in hand.
Alright, please after me!
No minions with taunt. I think I win the game. Ah, 31. He's gonna live. Whatever I do, he lives. No, if I draw Ursine Maul, I still win. Fuck you. Griftah into steal a guy. No, Griftah into kill a guy. I might have lethal here. No, I need damage.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
I'm pretty certain that's lethal.
Inside
Nearly fucked it up.
voices, please.
With my blessing.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Just how I intended to beat the druid, I guess. That's a pretty entertaining way to get a kill. Alright, it turns out if you generate 2 Ursols, pretty strong with this deck. 20 damage per turn. Yes, very good. Okay, YouTube, I think I'll call it there for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Everything helps me out, and I'll probably be back again at some other point to try and improve on this deck. Thanks for watching, and bye.